Are we ready? I know I am. So, whether or not you are, it's time for another episode of the Indie Tales Game Dev live stream. Hey, my name is Adam. You are the Pixel Pals. I've already said the name of the show, so without further ado, it's time to go. Welcome everyone to the, what day is it? Thursday edition of the stream. Today, we're going to be doing some more work on the Insignia demo. Just some updates that I want to be putting in. Don't want to spend too long on them, but it's going to be a short stream today because I've got to head off a little bit early. So I hope you're excited and ready to roll. Big welcome to everybody who's here in chat so far. It's an active chat. Hello. We've got everyone on Twitch and YouTube. We've got Pixels Murphy, Pickle Burger, Mami Sagor, Keda Rui. We've got Goodbye to You, ZZZ. We've got Bilbo Swaggin, Software Artificer is here, Virtue versus Vice. Oh my goodness. The Miskatonic Professor. Look at this chat. Booming. Also on YouTube, we've got David Jones. Also, a big thank you to our most recent follower, whose Japanese name I can't pronounce. And Masai444 for the most recent subscription. Thank you so much. So, I don't want to waste any time. Let's get straight into it. We have some meetings today, but I'm not sure I don't know how we're going to get to them. So, confirming skip for Okay, so let's get into it. Now, today we got about a little bit of time. So I'm just going to go through the to-do list, really. There is a bit of a challenge that we have to solve, or I'd like to solve, for the demo. I've added some enemies to this demo that are quite difficult. I've added a brand new... Oh, you haven't even seen this character because we were animating him last stream. But I've added the Barbarian. He's not like polished or anything yet. But let me just turn the audio off. So let me show you what's going on. We have this big guy. And he's fully animated now. He does his whole thing. There's a lot of kind of Simon Says aspects to this. It's not an easy fight. He will destroy you if you've just started the game. Oof. Yeah, so you can parry all of his attacks except for the ground pound. He has 3 different attacks plus the ground pound, so 4 total. The first one is an overhead. If you roll behind it, he follows it up with that backward swing. He does his overhead, which you can parry. He also does a forward swing, which you can parry, but you have to parry the correct directions. Now, I really like how this all works in the game. It makes the combat really nice and fun and exciting. The challenge is, I made a mistake. The challenge is, how do you teach the player this system? It's a lot to put in the game, and the Wilhelm tutorial, which is supposed to teach you this, is not currently really equipped to do that. There's not really a directional parry or directional attack system aspect to the game. So we have to be a little bit careful with how we do this. There are really two tutorials to do with combat in the first chapter. The first one is Walter. And the second one is Wilhelm. Oh my gosh, what's going on with me today? Okay, Assad. All right. Hey, Mr. Apothic. Hey, long time no see. So the Walter combat tutorial does this. It teaches you about attacks, healing, rolling, damage, obviously. And then this one teaches you about parry. So I guess it's probably right for this to also teach you about directional attacks. The thing is, he doesn't really have like much scope in the story, and with everything else, there's not really much in here that we can use to teach the player about this stuff. So I suppose does it need to teach the player about shockwaves? I mean, I don't think so. I think we can just sort of figure that out. The shockwaves have a visual effect on the screen. I could probably make them a little bit clearer, obviously. The shockwaves are just a hitbox. It's just it's just a bunch of damage. Maybe it shouldn't do so much. As a result. Damage is 30. Maybe it should be like 15. That way you can at least, you know, get hit and learn from it. So, all right, let's have a think about this. If we were to update the Wilhelm tutorial, what would that look like? Let's look at his animations. These are quite old. Could have sworn we updated them. Well, really, we didn't touch them. Did Luca update them? We could also do something where instead of having it be him attacking us, it could be just a thing that, like a trap that fires. that's just like a sword thing. Hey, Tony Chopper, how's it going? So we could just do something like this. 96. What time is it? It's 1:20 p.m. So we could go something like I want a hitbox that goes like this. And it could be like another scarecrow. Maybe we reappropriate the scarecrow. This is like the best thing I'd ever drawn when I drew it. Super detailed. It could be something kind of silly that doesn't do much damage, like a bag of wheat or something like that. Like a hay bale. Hay bales are pretty big. Could be a bag of grain. Maybe best to do it like this. That's pretty good. And then can I just rotate this like 45 degrees? Yeah, buddy. Cool. So I only have to animate it twice then. That's all. That's what it'll do. Okay. And there can just be one, like, behind. Okay, I see it. I see it. Let's see if it works in the screenshot. I'm devin for my life right now. Hey. The pause. The pause. I'm in danger. We should do one more thing. Well, actually, it's okay. It's okay. I'll leave it like this. But we probably should just take this out of the way. Just so that I can not be distracted by my glorious reflexes. Okay. Beautiful. So this thing... Oh, that's perfect. That can sit, like, right there. Yeah, I'm okay with it. So let's keep going. I'm just going to do a bit more work on these. That's what they are. You're seeing correctly. They are bags of green that are punching bags, and they punch you. Yes, this is being added to the game right now to teach you how to directional attack. Because it needs to be a sequence. It needs to be like forward, back, forward, down. Like a Simon Says Dance Dance Revolution thing. We need this. Okay, we're going to do it with one first. And I don't have long to make this. I'm going to do this so quickly. Okay, let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Let's draw a hitbox for where we want it to go. I'm just thinking this far. Arm's going to be standing... let's go even further. Why not? Which means these kind of need to be further apart, really. Like that. And like that. Unless they move at a non-diagonal radius, but then I have to do more than one of them. No, I can just flip them vertically. So actually, I can do whatever I want here. I could do something like that. If I want. The puns today, they're out in full force. All right. All right. Hey, Universal. How you doing? Okay. This is distracting me a bit. I'm doing okay. Cool. Sweet. Maybe on springs? Or should there be like a box or something? This is much easier in Pixel Edit. This exact specific thing that I'm doing right now. Yeah, if I wanted to be consistent with like the lore of the game, it would be based on like gears and springs. That would be like the mechanism, which I can tune something up for sure. I can add some springs to something. All right, first we want to try this. So let's hide this. Let's hide this. Let's keep this for now. We'll call this sprites. Objects. Or instead, I guess technically mountainside, unless it's watchtower. punch machine. 160, 112. 160. Right. Hey, whoa, Bash Bunny. Hey, how you doing? What's up, Bash? Long time no see. How have you been in the new year? Hopefully you're doing well. Hey, Bash's chat. That's a massive raid. My name's Adam. I am the Pixel King. We've been working on some updates to my game's demo. Let me show you what the game is. I can do that. Gosh, getting me all flustered with all these people. Sup? So let's just turn on all the things and put the resolution back up to an actual real one. And then go like this, and then go like this, and go like this, and go like this, and press done. All right, and then bring him in there. Have we got music? Whoop. Okay, welcome. Hey everyone, my name's Adam, and I'm working on this game called Insignia. It's kind of like classic Zelda style, pixel art action adventure, although this is a side-scrolling game. But you've got your dungeons, you've got your towns and different equipment you can get. Somewhere between like a Souls-like and Kirby. You play as this kid, Armin, who is the son of a blacksmith. His father went missing a year ago, and so now it's his kind of like responsibility to take on the family trade. So there's a lot of blacksmithing in the game. I started this game solo, and for about 7 years I worked on it solo. And these days I've got a team behind me, and I'm the director, but I'm also still the lead designer, developer, artist. So it does have like a combat system and all that kind of stuff. I can sort of show you that in a little bit. This is kind of like what quests look like in the game. If you've played the game Tombi on PS1, or like Tomba, I think it's called in the US, quests are like very simple sort of question and answer style things. I'll show you this real quickly. We can make things in the game like that. And then there's a little tutorial here where you can see like different equipment you can get. It's got this very like Elden Ring style equipment system. So your talismans in Elden Ring, or your accessories in Dark Souls, that kind of thing, that modulate gameplay just a little bit. Outside of the game, obviously we dev here on stream. So if you like code, we do a lot of that. I'm working on an alpha version of the demo at the moment. So technically beta, but it's like internal closed beta. So community beta, which we call alpha. So that's live right now. You can play that and give feedback on Discord. We've got people coming in and giving feedback all the time. What else is new? I can show you some combat stuff if you want. Let's jump into that. I actually added, literally on Tuesday, a new enemy into the game, and he's kind of a menace. Let me show you this. So this is like a normal enemy, little furry creature with a weapon. In this world, there's like humans and then other races of intelligent animal species. And this guy, who right now doesn't look like much, he looks like a bunch of colored blobs, but he's going to look like this. All right, this enemy is coming up. So we started working on him on Tuesday, and he's got the moves. He's got a ground pound. He's kind of devastating. He can like knock you out with a couple hits. Yeah, he's ridiculous. So let's see if we can take him out. in this game, there's like a directional parry system. I died. Dev, not able to beat his own game. In this game, there's a directional parry system. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you've played like Sekiro, but there's like a Sekiro sort of thing going on here where if you know what you're doing, you can kind of counter every attack. He's a little overtuned right now. That requires a jump. That's an overhead. That's the jump. That's the that's the overhead, but I'll do it again. Let me one more time. I can do this. Okay. There we go. That's a forward. I can dodge that, but then he swings back and I'll do forward again. Oh, dodge that. Overhead again. Overhead again. Jump. You can't get me. I designed you. There we go. So there's that. And yeah, I mean, the game is like it's a full thing. We're pretty close to getting some funding soon for the rest of development. I haven't even shown you the ensign system. So in the game, there are enemies that can give you abilities, and different enemies, different abilities. And you get those abilities when you parry the enemies. So that big guy, he doesn't have one, but this little guy, he's got an attack. We can steal his fire charge. So the snake gave us this like double jump, and the hedgehog gave us this forward charge. And then we can use the forward charge and the snake bounce to like do cool stuff in the level. This plant gives us this wall climb. Yeah, and you get to keep it. And then there's like little puzzles and stuff. So it's like, okay, how am I gonna get over there? I'm just gonna get that. So you can do a lot of like parkour stuff in the game, and that's all locked behind those combat encounters. So you sort of like, you have to parry the enemies in order to get through the level, or at least defeat them. But it's easy to defeat them if you parry them. Oh. Okay, I'll take you. Like, I want to get that chest up there, right? So I'm probably going to need a hedgehog. You can also use the abilities in combat. So, whoa. Hang on. We're going to take these guys out. Yes, and then we kick. Yes, and then we get the combo. Oh, he's still good. Okay, let's get some food back. Come on. Nice. We can parry this. You're out of here. All right. Where's that hedgehog? Come at me. So if the enemy's still alive when you use the ability, it goes back to them. And so in like mid-combat, there's a lot of like back and forth depending on the enemy type. So we're going to get over there, right? We're going to go up, jump, across. Sweet. Now I'll show you like, I'll show you even more kind of like later game combat encounter. All right. Not this one, because we've got, there's some enemy on enemy combat that happens a bit later, or at least it can happen now because of a refactor that I did to the system really recently. This enemy can target us. Revert that, and they are on animation action team 1. That should be fine. Okay, so I take his move and then I use it on him, but now he's got it again. Is it a Metroidvania? It's got Metroidvania aspects. So like there is ability gated progression, but it's more linear than that. So closer to like a Kingdom Hearts, where you're going like environment by environment. There is backtracking. Nice. So yeah, let me show you what the world looks like. This is the world map. Right now, it's a lot of mess, but this is kind of like the demo. So this is like chapter 1, and this is chapter 2. There's a lot. A lot of stuff you can do and a lot of places to go. But the way the game kind of is shaped is you do it like chapter by chapter, rather than something like Hollow Knight is just kind of like you just go out and you just go back and forth until you've like unlocked the whole map. This is a little bit closer to, I mean, even like Elden Ring is closer to this, where you're in Limgrave and you do all the Limgrave stuff, and then you move on to Leonia. That's kind of like what this is. And there's basically a boss fight gating progress to the next space. So it's more like boss-based progression than, I guess you do that in Hollow Knight too, but it's not quite as arbitrarily based around ability progression. You have to get the abilities to get through the game. It's not like, well, did you go and check this area? Maybe there's an ability there. Although right at the end of the game, there's a little bit more of that. So, if you're interested, we're collecting wish lists right now. So you could definitely wishlist the game right now on Steam. Thank you so much, Bash. Okay, so I want to say somebody redeemed a Clinkers just now. We have this thing we do on stream. Who was that? Robin Rhombus Head. I saw it. Don't worry. And you wanted yellow. All right. It's a pink. Sorry, buddy. Have I spoken to Chris Sikowski? I actually have not spoken to Chris Sikowski about marketing. My degrees of separation from Chris Sikowski are me, Thomas Brush, Chris Sikowski. I haven't spoken to Chris myself. It's probably a good idea. I know he's very... I actually think we would... maybe disagree on certain things. You've missed quite a few for hours. Are you sure, Robin? I think we've been doing them. And I haven't really been live for hours. I've only been live for the past 40 minutes. Look, we're really busy today, but I will say this one thing. I think people like Chris look at Steam as a marketplace, and it is one. It is a marketplace, and market forces dictate how marketplaces work. So if you're somebody talking to everyone, like the advice you would give as someone who tracks markets is going to be about statistical analysis, right? You're going to look at normal distributions. You're going to look at like which genres are doing better or worse. You're going to advise people to move into the areas where there tends to be more or less success. For me, as a creator, I have a very different relationship with people and with markets, because I'm directing my attention to, well, one, making a good game, right? Just caring about, is the story good? Is the game good? Does it achieve my creative vision? And then my expectation is that interest will follow from there. Like if it's good, if you build it, they will come, you know? And that's kind of trying to be more market leading in a sense. Like I'm trying to make something that captures people's attention, not something that meets people where they already are. And that is incredibly risky. And I think Chris would probably disagree with me that it's a good idea, or at least agree with me that there's a lot of risk and probably advise me against it. But I think that's just, you know, different people coming from things from different perspectives. Like, I don't even think I would disagree with him. I think it'd be like it's a crazy risk to take on what I'm doing. And I don't even think I would advise other people to do it. So ill-advised is probably how I would describe this whole project. But the thing is The thing is, for real now, my experiences as a game dev, as a content creator, as someone who's a bit of an ambassador in the Sydney, Australia game dev scene, who's been doing this for like 10 years now, I could never have had the opportunities that I have right now to meet people, to know Bash Bunny, right? To know Prime and TJ, to have been to GDC, to have had the chance to pitch in front of like Devolver Digital and all of these like really, really strong success markers in terms of like looking at the project. You know, when I pitch it to someone, they see green flags, not red flags, because they see someone who like seems to know what they're doing. But I could only get here taking massive risks. So there's no really, there's no like instruction manual for how to get to where I am, but you can't get to where I am without taking massive risks. So, I mean, the game is still a risk in terms of like, it might not make back what I've kind of like emotionally and financially invested into it, but it could, you know. Have I got venture funding for this game? Not yet, but we are in talks. There's like conversations happening with a few different publishers at the moment. There's one that might... There's something happening right now with a potential publisher, like a platform. And if that platform, if everything keeps happening the way it's happening, we'll be covered for release, no problem. I might even have to scale up the team. So I don't have any promises or anything. There's no release date because I can't, there's no security, but it's not Playside, no. It's like a major platform. But I can't talk about it. If you got funding, how would you allocate it? So right now, I would probably I'd take my team, who are currently part-time, I just double their workload if they allowed me to. So I'd put them on full-time. I would bring in a separate programmer who would work on localization, porting, QA. I would bring on a couple more animators and a project manager, like a producer. Those would be the key hires next. We're like mid-production, so we're actually we're pretty far in, but a lot of what's remaining is like story content. Probably bring on a writer as well, if I could. All right, so right now, one second. There's actually, my aircon is not working right now, and I can tell that it's not working. An assistant would probably be good. All right. So, oh yeah, and I would pay myself a bit more because I pay myself nothing right now. All right, so we're working on this punching bag machine, which is something that I didn't think I would be saying today. So let's go into a little scratch pad scene and work on this thing. Do I try to hire locally first? Locally, actually, I found locally, it doesn't really matter, but language barrier, like people who speak English as a first language is probably the only thing about like local that I would expect. In our team, most of us are Australian, and we received some screen grant funding previously. And as part of the funding stipulations, we did need to have, like part of the criteria was that we needed to have local devs. So most of the team is local in Australia, but our sound effect artist is in the US and he's great. He's awesome. All right. We have a great time. Punching bag, punching machine. Animator. I have no issues about working with people who are outside of Australia for sure. If you're like excited to help and you have the skills that I need, I don't mind. Let's add a sprite renderer. Let's go punching machine forward hit 0. Put that at 0, 0. That's good. Bring this over here. Flip it around. Wicked witch. All right, let's just lock it in for now. Punch machine forward hit. Save that guy. Plug in the sprite renderer. That's all good. Got this thing here. We have a nice juicy hitbox, which is going to cover this area here. Turn that off. And that's going to go right there. Okay, ding, 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 ding. And this is a forward hitbox. Don't worry about that. This is goes 1, knockback is 1, hit stop is 3, damage is 0 for this thing. Hey, Andre. Start like a public coder. I'm not sure what you mean by that. So, hang on, this guy up here is distracting me. Get out of here. So, I think it needs to do some damage for it to be considered a proper hit. Or actually, we didn't add any poise to it. So let's give it a ton of poise damage, and then that will knock us out. Let's go 20. 5? Sounds good. No. I think it has to do some damage in order to be worth it. So 1. There we go. But it doesn't seem to... Oh, okay, that worked that time. I have this problem where... Oh, open source. Like where to contribute to? Is that what we're talking about? I think there was a way that I solved this, and I don't know how I did it. Basically, if the player doesn't move, the collision... Well, the collision is firing, but he doesn't seem to be necessarily taking the hit. Let's go check out why that's happening. Sure. One for 0 damage, for 0 damage, for 0 damage, for 1 damage. Why is the amount of damage different? That seems very confusing. Let's just close this, save it, make sure it's 1. There's only 1 hitbox, so it's not like it could be different. Let's turn this guy off, he's annoying me. Okay, so 1, 0. Now that's strange, and it's alternating between 0 and 1 damage. That's crazy. How can that be? In my team, only me and the other guy don't speak French as the first language. French is their first language. Only first 2 months I felt a bit of a language barrier. But after that, we did work very well together. Wow. Well, it's good that it works. Yeah, dude, this is crazy. Let's think about... Okay. On collision info, this has a damage equals this. Oh, I know what it is. It's this. The player has an item that that reduces damage taken by half. That should have a minimum of 0, I think. Huh. You take no damage if you're wearing the determination band. So, there we go. I think we're just getting unlucky there with the invincibility on hurt. I think it is working just fine. So if we slow down the attack speed of this thing, we should be okay. Big sneeze. Okay. Do we learn French in school? Un peu, oui. Je l'ai pris. Okay, that's not great. It's coming through, but he's not necessarily reacting to it. Let's try again. So that's doing it. 1. Nothing. Hit. The sound is coming through. That's what I'm really interested by. So the thing that plays the sound must be coming from up here, I'm assuming. So yes. Yes. Ah, but it's still considered 0 damage because we have the equipment on. Okay. 1, 1, 1. Perfect. I just want to make sure if I take away the push, if I have 0 knockback on it. That is so Family Guy. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, I guess we can still have this. So, I mean, it works. It does the thing that it needs to do. Now, what we need to do is parry it. So that will just work based on the fact that we have if I look at it, nope. Maybe because it's not technically an enemy. Oh, no, it's because it's not. Well, is it considered an enemy? Is its hitbox considered an enemy hitbox? So it's on the collision team 1. Interesting. What do I need to do to make that work? Interesting. Oh. So why is that not considered a reflex? That should have been it perfectly. Isgard is true, so that was right. Back forward, that should be it. I mean, that's considered an outplay. Should reflex. I guess we could say Isgard plus, we could just pass this in and just say ball should reflex equals lowercase s, please. Yep. And then this could say okay. Try that again. Let's try this again. We'll compile it properly this time. I think this is all, I mean, this should all be considered correct. Oh, this doesn't exist. That's better. Oh, I'm glad I tested that. Okay. Hey, we got it. Sweet. So that will result in a parry if we give it a hurt box. But we're not getting a hurt confirm because it's not technically an enemy, like it doesn't exist. So I don't think it has a hurt confirm. It doesn't have a life component on it. So that's what we need to add next. So it's going to be invincible. It's going to have, that's all fine right there actually. And then we just plug the animator into it. And that should throw a hurt confirm event. No, not yet. It's not subscribing to take damage, but it should subscribe to the collision detector. Let's have a look. We don't have a character. Do we need a character for on-box collide? Let's see. I'm not referencing it anywhere through here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Not there. I don't... I don't know if we need character to be not null. I'll probably regret this, but there's always Control Z, right? Okay. So we need to pass the game object. I see. Okay. What about like projectiles? What are they considered? Are they enemies? No. Oh, they just must respond to the on trigger enter with their own response. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I guess the question is, what do I want to happen here? If it's technically an enemy that's alive, then I can target it. It's not a bad idea. Otherwise, it needs a custom script to listen for the hurt confirm event that comes through. Okay. What is the answer here? If I make it an enemy, it gets a bunch of additional nonsense. I think I'll just make a new script. Okay, we need the parry sound, we need the animator, we will take a rigid body maybe. We don't need any of this. We just say public retro.sheet attack. Okay, we don't need any of this. Probably don't need any of this. I like the dust particle thing. That's kind of a cool idea. But I won't do it like that yet. We'll have a dust particle thing. Don't need this. Trigger, maybe. On box collision, definitely. On collision, enter 2D. If compatible collision. Okay. But this needs a... We had a collider before. It was just our collider. I think we... No, we want the collision collider info to send us on box collision. So we are punching machine and we have on box collision. Therefore, we don't need on collision enter 2D. We don't need to respond to that. And we don't need this either. Try deflect doesn't exist because it's not a projectile. So we just now have to say respond to hit. This doesn't have to do anything. So, okay, that's all we keep. Okay, there really wasn't much there that we kept. Still pretty good. Play parry sound. Okay. Attack, act. Okay. Just gonna do a little bit of a debug here. And then I don't want any of this stuff. Interesting. Why is that? Why can't I click that? What is the call stack for this? I mean, this should only really happen if the game is playing. That's so weird. Okay. So then if it's not the editor, we need to do something completely different. Like if application.playing. Then you can do all of this stuff. But otherwise, don't. I mean, it's not even, how do I do this? Data dot. Inventory dot remove. It's not even, well. It's really the accessory inventory and it's the GUID. But I don't know if it's an accessory. So then how do I have to use the, oh, I see. Oh, that's really ugly. How did I ever make this? I mean, pressing the button shouldn't do anything. It should just set. What should it do? Pressing that button in the editor should, I mean, it should literally remove it from the list. I guess we could say like else if I is accessory data dot accessory to inventory dot remove I.guid. What is this? A dictionary? A list? It's a list. What is in accessory? Previous contains. Oh, I see. Well, that's pretty good. Sure. So now, can I take it off? Nice. Cool. But I can't take that off. That's okay. If I press play, it should not have that. Oh, it gave me all of them back. No, it didn't. It did not give me all of them back. So then how did we... That's annoying. Anyway. Gotta make sure that this thing responds correctly. It worked. Great. So, and then we want to play hit spark. Do we get a hit spark on this? Sword. On general hit confirm. General hit confirm? This is a vector 2. Why does it need a vector 2? That's fun. Okay, it spawns it in the direction that's facing. Okay. Try that. It's been a long time. Well, that should work. Yeah. Does this hit me? It does. It did. Oh, should this be the position of where it happened? Oh, it is. Okay. Then it needs to be the collision info. So it's the collision dot but I want a collision info, not a retro.collision. That's annoying. Okay, well then it's the average of the two colliders. So it's that. It is that correctly. Thank you. Which is not great, but it's close enough. Good. Okay, and now we just need the parry sound. And then we are going to not do this, not do that, not do that. So now we just have the machine. I press this button, I can fire it off. Cool. So I think the next thing I want to do is kind of remove some frames from this thing. The pause is a little unforgiving. It's like you want to react to the fact that it's doing its thing. You don't want to react. You don't want to have to react and then wait. That's probably too fast though. 2 frames off. And I think what we want to do now is also skip. Is to set the frame to, I'm just going to hard code this one. It's a gamer move. To 11. Come on, we're not heinous. We're not heinous here. We'll at least make it a public variable that we can set from the inspector. Hey Vishnu, I can't, unfortunately. I can't check a game just from chat like that. On Twitch, we do have a reward system that lets you redeem a game review, but not just out of the blue. Okay. So, so this has already got a hit stop. This is probably why that's working that way. So oh, I think I can force this. So it's S attack. Do I have a thing called like play from? I have play transition, play milliseconds, play. What about just play from? How did I learn to compartmentalize and set out my game? There are some patterns that are pretty common that I learned about very early. One sec. I just need to make sure I'm not missing my meetings with the team. Cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, like certain patterns, like singleton patterns or like a game manager, having one of those and putting global things in it helps. Generally speaking though, like I think compartmentalization through like composition is a really good pattern for most games, unless it's like a very data driven game that's got like thousands of entities. compositions makes it so easy because you just make sure that every class has one responsibility. You just say, this class does this one thing, and this thing is built out of these things, you know, and you never have to worry about how they relate to each other. It's just, this does this job, and I need one. So, yeah, I guess it depends on what your game is, but I can't give much more specific answer than that until I get more context. Yeah, that's what I want. It's literally exactly what I want to do. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. Now, we need 2 more of these, please. Okay. So forward, up, down, which means we need 2 more animation sets. We need this, and then we need it again, but copy, paste. All right, so coming back to this, I'm going to kind of just cheese this a little. A little bit more. Sweet. And then the down hit is the same thing. Is it? I don't know if I made it like 45 degrees. I genuinely don't know. I mean, it's not, but should it be? I think it should be 45. All right, let's just do that. Take the whole thing, 45 degrees. Feels very drastic. Otherwise, what's the closest thing we can do? I could bring it back to like 35. That'll do. And then pop it like there. And then we'll do the same thing here, but negative 35. I hope it knows what that is. Yeah, it does. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5.0. Okay. So then we can just bring this up to here. This starts, not quite, not even close. Like there relative to it. Dunk, dunk, dunk. The most it goes like, what's that, 4 pixels? Okay, one sec, pals, be right back. Wait a second. There's a reference that I can use here. There's a Monkey Island. Why have I not remembered that? Did I just like completely ape the machine from Monkey Island? Wow, it really is. It's pretty close. It's just that this one's got like so much more things on it. Maybe this is an opportunity for us. We can do a reference here. There's so much Monkey Island referencing going on. Yeah, sweet. I think it'll be a great idea. Dude, I've made this so complicated for myself. All right, that's good there. Let's get those in. Okay. Close that. Up and down both get dropped in and they get turned into their own animations. Perfect. We could probably even copy this. Is it a boss? No, it's literally a training machine. Okay. Okay. What? Okay. So now we need for the trigger to be on a sequence, which means we probably need a parent thing called punching machine tutorial, which has 3 punching machines. Up, down, left. You know what? We could just do a list and just randomize them. I'm happy with that. Okay. That's it. Let's have a look. Close, close, close. Take you. So every 2 seconds, we're going to get a punch. And then this can just go. And then this can just go. Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to need to lock Armin. So we need another collider here. It's just a nice, simple physical collider. Just so he doesn't slide forward too far. Cool. So now we get faster every time. That's no good. Got to move him back a bit. I don't know what that miss is though. It might be that the down hit is bugged. No, it looks pretty good to me. Maybe we just keep it around for one more frame. Whoa, that's not where that should be. It's so fast. It's kind of fun. Not kinda, it's fun. I'm just gonna like do something here on frame 6 of each of these. Frame 5. Oof. I'm not a fan of how right now I have like a little slowdown that happens based on how early you are, and it throws off the timing in this. I don't know how I could fix it. Because this is the whole point, is that this slows down time. Like in the game you want to see it, but here you probably don't. So this part here, we could just take away. But it's going to change how it works in the game. Also, one other thing. Shouldn't they be in front? No, they could be wherever they want to be. Behind or in front. That's pretty fun. Oh, it's beating the crap out of us. Okay. Whoops. All right. The problem here is I actually do need this to be, they need to be life components and therefore enemies, because I'm not going to be able to do, I guess we've got, okay. Yeah. Gotta go soon. I'm really running late. Or I will be if I'm not quick. Okay. Let's see if we can listen to it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this rigid body? Nothing. Whoa, 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 whoa. That should be max. Okay, close. My hands, dude. Okay. No. How does he do it with the ball? It's points scored with a parameter, I think. It's juggle points scored. Why can't I seem to hit them anymore? I haven't set up the directions. Okay, so you are up, you are down, you are forward. Perfect. Okay, let's take away the sound because I don't like it. It is. It's a training mechanic. Okay. Mm. Whew. Hey, Faint Bunny. Probably not. I'm not really a linear algebra guy. Let me focus. Damn it. Holy moly. That was crazy. That feels so good to do. It's just unlucky rolls, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close. It's 20. So it's 20. We were at 0.1, I think. We can actually check this with the streaks. Oh, it is public. So we can actually just select it and watch it go up. 28. That's so cool. All right. Well, I'm just committing that, and I'm going to say adds punching bags to the level or whatever. And then I got to go. Sorry, pals. Adds punching machine prototype to scratch pad scene. Why it takes so long to commit 38 files? Nothing big in there. Oof. What the heck? Excuse me? They will be part of a wooden machine, that's right. All right, pals, I gotta go. Thank you so much for checking out the stream today. Let's find someone to raid and get out of here. Thank you, thank you. Let's raid Jitsbo. Okie dokie. Please wishlist Insignia if you're excited for the game. You can help me test stuff like this at the demo. You've been amazing. I'll see you tomorrow. As always, I've been Adam. You've been the Pixel Pals. This has been the Indie Tales Game Dev live stream. Until next time.